Hey, I'm Major League Fishing Pro Brent Ehrler, and I want to tell you how to tie the FG knot. It's actually a really hard knot to tie. That is to join my braided line, which I run on all of my spinning reel applications. I always put a fluorocarbon leader on. In this case, I'm going to put an 8-pound FC Sniper leader onto my 12-pound Sunline braided line. Now the FG knot is the best knot that I have found for joining those two lines. In the past, I used the Alberto knot. Before that, I did the double uni or the uni to uni knot. And this is by far the best knot. It goes through the guides the best when you cast, and it is the strongest. I never break off at that knot. I break off somewhere on my fluorocarbon leader. So I know that's the strongest knot. So what I've found is that there's a couple key scenarios with the leader and with the main line on the length of it, so I'm faster and more efficient. So the first thing I do is I take my leader material and I run one full arm length to here. I know that's the right length to have my leader, to start my leader. Now, I step on that spool, I put it under my foot like this, and I'm gonna run it over the top of my leg like this, okay? So now, I'm gonna pinch that just so it's holding it. Now I'm gonna grab my main line braided line, and I take that tag in and I run it from my fingers right here to my elbow. I know that's the length I need to do my wraps. Now I take that, I run it on my ring finger and pinky until I get right there, and I go 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. I have that loop there. Now that's just to hold the loop. That's all that is, doing those wraps. I take my thumb and my pointer finger and I run it between that loop. I take my fluorocarbon and I start at the bottom. I go 1 away, 2 towards me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I have very little pressure right here. When I get to 8, I start putting pressure. I start taking that leg and moving away to put tension on this knot. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I'm at 20. If I use anything heavier than 8, I'm done. But when I'm using 8-pound, I like to do 24. So go 21, 22, 23, 24. So essentially, I've made 12 wraps on each side of that loop. One this way, one that way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 24 loops. Now there's the knot right there. Okay, so to finish this, I just pull on it just to make sure it's tight. Take your tag in that you're gonna cut off, and I lay it across the line. I'm gonna take my tag end of my braid, and now I do 3 half hitches. There's 1. Here's 2. And the third one, I'm gonna go the opposite way. There is 3. So there's 3 right there. I'm not done. I have 1 more set of half hitches. That was over both the tag end fluoro and my main line. Now I pull the tag end down, and now I'm gonna run 3 half hitches on just the main line. 1, 2, the third one backwards, and 3. Now that knot is done. Pull on it to make sure it's tight. Now I have the 2 tag ends. I have my fluoro tag in, I have my braid tag in. I take my cutters, and I can cut these actually pretty close. Very, very little tag in on the fluorocarbon, and then very little tag end on the braid as well. And there is the FG knot right there. It's hard to tie, but it is the strongest and the thinnest knot that you can join your mainline braid to your fluorocarbon leader. Now I use this with 30 pound and 20 pound monofilament for top water. For all spinning, I go 12 to 8, sometimes 10. If I'm gonna skip docks with a Senko, I'll go 10 or 12, even up to 14. But 90% of the time, 12 to the 8 pound for any spinning application. So there's the FG knot. Definitely a hard one to tie, but you know what? Practice this knot. It took me a long time to master it, and now I absolutely love it. It's by far the strongest knot you can tie for joining braid to fluorocarbon. And like I said, practice makes perfect. Do it inside, do it at your house, so you don't have to worry about wind or weather while you're trying to tie this. Do this at home. Watch this video. Tie it, cut it off, retie it, cut it off. Watch the video multiple times and it'll save you time on the water. So more cool videos on stuff like this, how to tie knots, tips, techniques. Go to majorleaguefishing.com and see all kinds of videos to help you catch more fish.